Welcome to English Pod. Today, we're diving into the challenges of asking for help at work, especially when resources are limited. Amir, what exactly do we mean when we say a company doesn't have the resources to hire more staff?
Great question, Marco. In business terms, resources typically refer to both money and manpower. For example, a company with tight budgets may lack the financial flexibility to bring in new hires, even if the workload is overwhelming. This situation pushes managers to find creative solutions.
That makes sense. And when a team is described as understaffed, it means there aren't enough people to handle the required work, right? Could you elaborate on the impact this has on employees?
Absolutely. Being understaffed often leads to employees juggling multiple roles. According to a 2022 Gallup poll, 57% of workers in understaffed environments reported higher stress and lower job satisfaction. This not only affects productivity but can also lead to burnout if left unaddressed.
Those statistics highlight a real problem. Transitioning to solutions. What options might a manager consider when hiring new staff just isn't feasible due to budget constraints?
One common approach is to bring in interns or temporary workers. These roles provide extra hands without the financial commitment of full-time employees. It's a balancing act, weighing the immediate help against training time and the intern's experience level.
Let's focus on internships. You mentioned hiring an intern as a way to keep costs down. What are the main advantages and drawbacks of bringing interns into the workplace?
Interns offer fresh perspectives and can handle routine tasks, freeing up permanent staff for complex projects. For instance, a 2021 NACE study found that 70% of interns reported gaining valuable skills, while companies reduced labor costs by up to 25%. However, there's a learning curve, and supervision is essential.
That's interesting. Sometimes, though, there are misconceptions like expecting an intern to be a certain gender or age. In our scenario, Tony was surprised to meet Adam as his assistant. How do such biases impact the workplace?
Biases can unintentionally limit opportunities and create uncomfortable situations. For example, assuming interns are always young women ignores the diversity among candidates. This can lead to awkward first impressions, as seen with Tony and Adam, but also prevents organizations from benefiting from varied backgrounds.
As we discuss practical applications, how can organizations ensure interns have meaningful experiences while also supporting staff needs?
Clear role definitions and mentorship programs are key. Structuring tasks so interns learn and contribute rather than just making coffee benefits everyone. Some firms even rotate interns through departments, maximizing exposure and support for teams under pressure.
Let's break down some of the phrases we heard. Take the weight off my shoulders and give me a hand. These expressions are common, but what do they actually mean in professional settings?
Both are idiomatic ways to ask for help. Take the weight off my shoulders likens stress or responsibility to a heavy backpack. When someone assists, it feels lighter. Give me a hand simply means to offer assistance, not literally to hand over your hand, of course.
To clarify, could you give a hypothetical example of how an employee might use these expressions during a busy project deadline?
Certainly. Imagine an employee swamped with reports might ask, "Could you give me a hand with these spreadsheets?" Or, after a colleague helps finish a tough project, you might say, "You really took a weight off my shoulders." These phrases make requests sound friendly and collaborative.
Are there cultural differences in how such expressions are used around the world, or are they pretty universal in English-speaking workplaces?
While the exact phrases may differ, the concept of expressing gratitude for support is universal. In some cultures, direct requests are softened even further, but English idioms like these are widely recognized and help build rapport in diverse teams.
Now, let's address two more expressions. The timing is just not right, and keep our costs down. How do these reflect broader business strategies, especially during economic uncertainty?
Saying the timing is just not right is a diplomatic way to delay action, often due to market instability or cash flow issues. For instance, during a recession, companies might postpone expansion plans. Keep our costs down signals an ongoing focus on minimizing expenses, such as reducing printing or travel budgets.
If a company is forced to make tough choices, how do leaders decide between hiring, outsourcing, or automating tasks to control costs?
Managers analyze both immediate needs and long-term value. Outsourcing may offer savings, but risks losing internal knowledge. Automation reduces repetitive tasks, but requires upfront investment. A 2023 Deloitte survey reported that 64% of firms blend these methods to adapt quickly without overspending.
Finally, what advice would you give to employees advocating for more help when the timing seems off or budgets are tight?
Presenting data on workload, suggesting cost-effective solutions like internships, and emphasizing benefits to team morale can persuade decision-makers. The key is to align requests with organizational goals, demonstrating how support will lead to better results and, ultimately, savings in the long run.